boys and girls, so today we're going to learn about the first person who you meet in Letterland, and that is Annie Apple. Listen closely to a story about her. Annie Apple is usually the first person you meet when you arrive in Letterland. She lives in an apple orchard with lots of other apples, so she has lots of friends to play with. Annie Apple is always very busy. That's because apples are very important in Letterland. Everyone needs them to put them into words. Letterland apples have even a more special person to look after them. His name is Mr. A, the apron man. People call him this because he uses his aprons to gather up the apples for the apple stands. Guess how many apples there are in this picture? Can you count them all? So boys and girls, we've just listened to a story about Annie Apple. When I say Annie Apple, what is the sound that you hear at the beginning of those words? Annie, apple. If you listen to apple, what is that first sound that you hear?
Annie Apple, she says she says she says Annie Apple, she says she belongs to Mr. A. Annie Apple, she says she says she says Annie Apple, she says she belongs to Mr. A.
So what sound does Annie Apple say in words? She says ah. Annie Apple says ah in words. Ah, Annie, ah, ah, apple. If you have to look at this picture over here, what other things do you see in the picture that begin with an ah sound? Can you find an apple? There's Annie Apple right there, and there's lots of other apples. Remember in the story they asked us, how many apples do you think are in the picture? Do you think you could carry all those apples? Certainly not. There's lots of apples there. What else do you see that could start with an A? What about this over here? Do you know what that is? There's another one over here. This is an arrow. Say it with me. Arrow. What sound do you hear at the start of arrow? Arrow. What else can you see? What are these things over here? Oh, the one looks like it's taking a nap in the tree. What is this? You often find them on the ground or climbing up a wall or even on your kitchen counter if you've missed some crumbs. They're usually black as well. An ant. Ant. I want you to look for one more thing in the picture that you think starts with an A. Do you know what this is called? This is an axe. Axe. Now it's on a log. What do you think an axe is used for? It's to chop wood. Axe. Axe. Arrow. Arrow. Apple. Apple. And ant. Ant. Can you think of any other words that begin with an A sound? I'll give you a hint. This person gets into a space rocket and goes up to the moon. Astronaut, yes. Astronaut. Do you hear apple? Astronaut. They both start with an A sound. What about when you are not happy about something? Not sad now. You're grumpy about it. What's another word? Angry. Angry. And if you've made a fire for a braai, then once all the coals have cooled down, or if some wind comes up, you'll see some stuff floating in the air. What do you call that? Ash. Ash. Now this you can eat, and it's green. The skin outside is green. Inside it is green. It's got a big pip. Think about it. It's green and it starts with an A. Avo. Avo. And then what about someone when you go to the circus and they swing dangling by their feet or their legs or their hands? You call them an acrobat. Acrobat. Okay, now we're going to learn how to write an Annie apple. Right, so here is an acrobat with Annie apple. Now listen closely and we're going to learn how to write an Annie apple. You start at the top of your page and it goes like this. At the leaf you begin, okay, go round the apple this way, up and down, so she won't roll away. Okay, it said at the leaf you begin. So you've got to imagine that that's the apple stick and there's a little leaf over there. There's the leaf for the apple. Why don't you all put your fingers up and let's do it all together this time. At the leaf you begin, go round the apple this way, up and down so she won't roll away. Do you see how I don't lift my finger up when I'm doing it? Okay, you do not lift your finger up. You start at the top and you're going around the apple this way, up and down so she won't roll away. I want you to use your head now. At the leaf you begin, go round the apple this way, up and down so she won't roll away. Use your shoulder. At the leaf you begin, go round the apple this way, up and down so she won't roll away. Use your foot. At the leaf you begin, go round the apple this way, up and down so she won't roll away. And now I want you to stick out your tongues. At the leaf you begin, go round the apple this way, up and down so she won't roll away.
At the leaf begin, go round the apple this way, then add a line down so Annie won't roll away.
Right, boys and girls. I want you to now go out into the garden or use Play-Doh, and I want you to practice writing Annie apple. You can even use some water on the wall with your finger. Just write Annie apple wherever you can and do lots and lots and lots of practice. Don't forget the rhyme. At the leaf you begin, go round the apple this way, up and down so she can't roll away.